Hey guys, it's Sky for the Slide Dragon here. I apologize for the severe lack of videos, but now I'm bringing you a deck profile. I call it Loyal Bunny, so it's really Rescue Rabbit with Noble Knights. And this is the deck. I'll explain the concepts as I go. It's pretty similar to Dino Rabbit. I'll explain why I say that in a minute. In a few, I should say. Start off with the deck list. We'll start off with the similar engine to that of Dino Rabbit with double Tour Guide and Sangan. Last one, you can run 3 Tour Guides to 1 Sangan, but instead I switched out the 3rd Tour Guide for a Night Assailant, which worked okay. I'll explain my record and everything later on. 2 Rescue Rabbits instead of 3. Noble Knight Artorgus times 3. Triple Alexandrite Dragon. I apologize for any shakiness. I'm testing out a different camera. It's in my Nintendo 3DS. And Triple Noble Knight Gohan. Now, for those of you who don't know what Gohan does, when I control level 4 light normal, no, when I control light normal monster in general, I can special summon it from my hand in face-up defense position. Doesn't care what level, as long as it's a light normal monster. So basically, these 3 Alexandrites take the place of Sabersaurus. Artorgus take the place of Cabazos. And either I can summon one of these 2 and special at least 1 Gawain from my hand, or I can wrap it into 2 Artorgus or 2 Alexandrites and then special summon at least one of these guys from my hand, which I can also reinforcement of the army into. So yeah, and these basically replace Glaiva, Dark Glaiva. In my opinion, that's the way the deck is. And instead of the 3rd Rabbit, I'll explain a check in a minute. But right now we have double Effect Veiler back on the standard lineup. Thunder King staple this format, in my opinion. You see these everywhere in any deck, pretty much. Honest replaces the 3rd Rescue Rabbit because the deck is mostly light, which also makes it so Gozen Match doesn't really affect it, except when you exceed summon, which this deck does a lot of. And Blackluster Soldier Envoy at the beginning. There may only be 4 darks, but when I ran this deck on my locals today, Saturday, I rarely ever drew this, and when I did, I actually got it off. So I'm tempted to drop it for Gores, but at the same time, I like this as a tech. It's an option. It's now to many cards. And I'll explain the funny thing that happened when I actually did summon that today. One of the very few times. Spells, Dark Hole, Double Forbidden Lance, Heavy Storm, Mind Control. I'll explain my regrets for extra deck options in a minute with that card. Monster Reborn, Double MST, why not 3? Cloggy, and I'll probably end up siding the 3rd next time I run this deck. Pot of Avarice, and Reinforcement of the Army. Grabs your Gawains primarily, not so much a Torgus, but definitely go for a Noble Knight Gawain if you can. With that, Traps, staple lineup, bottomless trap holes, double D Prison, and then a Solemn Judgment, double Warning, and lastly 2 Torrential Tributes. That's basically your standard trap lineup. Now, like I said, I just explained pretty much the entire deck. Extra deck, Tour Guide into Sangan, Tour Guide or Night Assailant. I apologize for any glare. Let me try and fix that. For rank 3s, we have Zenmaines, Leviair, Leviathan Dragon, and Acid Golem of Destruction, which basically, like I said, Tour Guide with the others. Sangan, another Tour Guide or Night Assailant. Rank 4s, Maestroke, Sealstorm Roach. Maestroke is really good. It protects itself, plus it can foot down pesky attack position monsters so you can get over them. Or in the case of side decking and normally across that, it's like a Tsukiyomi for that. 2-time use. Book of Moon, Tsukiyomi concept. Sealstorm Roach. There are still some dragon decks out there. There are definitely heroes. This is really good against them. So, and then there's those random decks that run special summon monsters like Sabers, Six Sams, special summon high level monsters. So that's still an all in all versatile card in this format. Heroic Champion Excalibur. Yeah. The main purpose of this is to go double Noble Knight Artorias into this, or Artorias plus Gohan into this, or two Gohans. Gohan, however you pronounce it. Same thing with Blade Armor Ninja. The only difference is that this card, they both can produce OTKs depending on the situation. Difference is Excalibur, detach the two materials, boosts his attack points, double his attack points to 4,000 until your opponent's end phase. Blade Armor just has double strike during each battle phase that turn. Same materials. And the nice thing about this Excalibur is that it's light, so you can literally OTK with Honest. Photon Papal Operative. Kill the Spirit Reaper today with it. Very nice. Kachikochi Dragon. Another double striker if you can't get up Blade Armor due to material restrictions. Utopia, Staple, Shockmaster, and Regret It. I got this out once, which is funny. It actually won me a game. I think it was actually during round 1 too, might add. Also, I mean. And it was... and it's number 32, Shark Drake. But I'm thinking of dropping it for Utopia due to mind control, because there are so many times Utopia Ray would have helped me today over this with mind control. Then I'll just Catastor and Stardust Dragon. Why Stardust? You'll see why. Effect Veiler plus level 4 equals Catastor. So I point that out. Side deck. DD Crow times 1. Double Maxi. Yeah, I get a lot of good trades. Hence all the foils. Kinetic Soldier. Gemini Imps, plus I've been playing this for a long time. Kinetic Soldier for those pesky warrior matchups, 6 Sams, Heroes, etc. Maxis for any special summon spam engines, Geargias, Wind-Ups, etc. DD Crow, Gemini Imps for Dark World. DD Crow is actually really good against other decks that focus on graveyard like Heroes. For Miracle Fusion targets or whatnot. Fossil Dyna. I'm debating I might drop this. It didn't see any side deck play. Then again, I'll explain the decks I faced in a moment. D-Fissure, Dark World. No Mana Cross such a versatile card and good card in this format. I'm probably going to main it. Next time I run this deck, Soul Taker gets rid of Shining Light Pulsar, other cards that miss timing. System down. Geargias, as opposed to Cyber and Chimera Tech. This permanently removes them from play. Any gadgets, any machine decks, wind-ups, just because. Light Imprisoning Mirror for those light matchups. Goes in match for Heroes, 6 hands, stuff like that. Macrocosmos, I'm sorry if I'm rushing this. I'm running out of time on my camera. Dark World, mostly. Shadow Imprisoning Mirror, you can tell I hate Dark World. And I sided in 5 cards against it today. It was funny. Because I won because of that game 2, and I already won game 1. Sorry, Rod. So basically my matchups were as follows at my locals today, Saturday. I faced... what was it called? Oh, for round 1 I faced Chaos Dragons. Odd. But yes, Chaos Dragons. And I went 2-0. I won against them 2-0. Round 2, I went up against Worms. Lost. Game 0-2. Lost both games 1 and 2. Round 3 went up against... what was it? Round 3 went up against a random deck. I can't remember what now. Oh yeah, Anti-Meta. And lost. One game lost the other 2. Games 1 and 3 I lost. Round 4 went up against... wasn't Heretics, it was some other random deck. I can't recall. What the heck was it? It's bugging me. Dark World. I knew that. And won games 1 and 2. Top 8? Yes, I top 8 because my opponent in round 1 who lost to me, he went 3-1. So I top 8, and in top 8 I beat Anti-Meta, different duelist. Top 4, lost to Heroes. So yeah, any advice, critiques would be greatly appreciated. Please rate, comment, subscribe. This has been Sky for the Sly Dragon, bringing you my Noble Bunnies deck. Till next time, what bunnies I mean. Till next time.